To this day, it's still a little hard to watch The Ellen Show. I remember walking to the microphone, and I really don't even remember performing. Hello, my friends. Today, I am really excited to continue to share more of my story. 10 years ago, I was 4 or 5 videos in on creating a cappella videos on YouTube. I put up a video on a Thursday, went up to a friend's cottage where we didn't have really great internet reception, but all of a sudden, one of my videos went completely viral, and after the weekend was over, I had a message on my voicemail from one of the producers at The Ellen Show. And I still to this day have no idea how they got my phone number, but that's beside the point. I had never performed in a live setting ever. I was just a guy with a studio that was recording different artists, decided to put up some videos. So now I have calls from The Ellen Show saying that they want me to perform on the next week, and I had never performed before. The song that I was going to be singing was Dynamite. And I'm practicing this and practicing singing this song over and over again. And it quickly dawned on me that this was going to be really difficult. This was so much different than actually just performing and recording in the studio. My wife, Kayla, and I trying to find different outfits, and so we picked this tie and this cardigan from H&M, I think. And while this is all going on, I'm just blown away that this is all happening. I cannot believe that I'm picking out clothes to be on Ellen. Kayla and I fly from our hometown of London, Ontario, all the way to Los Angeles, and I don't even think a week has gone by since my first video went viral. We land at LAX. There's a car service driver holding my name. He grabs our bags from us and we walk up to the car. We start to roll up to the Warner Brothers gate. I'm feeling my heart in my stomach. I am so nervous, and I'm pretty convinced that this performance is gonna be terrible. We go up to my dressing room, which had my name on it. Kayla and I go back to the hotel, we eat some chicken wings, and man, I was so thankful I had her, because she was encouraging me the entire way. The next day comes and we do the sound check and the rehearsal. There's nobody in the audience, and the sound check went fairly well. It just felt awkward, like I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to move. Don't get too into it, but get into it. Like I just had no idea what I was doing. And the entire time, my inner critic is just yapping at me that this is gonna be just like the worst. The show begins. I can hear the crowd, and it comes time for me to perform. I'm getting my final touch-ups on my makeup. One of the producers says to me, "Don't be nervous, there's just 30 million people watching." And that was the point where I kind of just checked out a little bit. So going from never really performing in front of an audience to the sound of this loud audience to now it's being broadcasted around the world, 30 million homes, and I'm just trying not to pass out. I had never met Ellen before, I had never talked to her before the show or anything, so I get up there, Ellen's right in front of me asking me questions, and I'm not even really able to comprehend what she's even asking me. We do a longer interview that eventually would get completely cut and never actually end up on the show. She says, "You're gonna be performing?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." I remember walking to the microphone, and I really don't even remember performing, which is kind of sad. To this day, it's still a little hard to watch The Ellen Show. And mostly because I think I associate a lot of pain to it. You know, I saw the comments flood in when the episode came out, a lot of encouraging ones, but a few negative ones. Just, you can have hundreds of great comments and you can have one negative comment and it just, all the positive ones just go away. Man, it was really, really hard. It wasn't even those comments necessarily that makes it hard. It was just how hard I was on myself about it. And I just wish that I enjoyed the process and it more. So I finished my performance. Ellen walks back up to me and she says, "We hear you're a big fan of Timbaland. He wants to meet with you. He wants to work with you. So we're flying to Miami to work with Timbaland." And I was blown away. And I want to share more of my time with Tim. We were only supposed to stay one night, but it ended up being a couple of months of working with him. And it was just an amazing opportunity, and I learned just so much. But that's for another video. You know, I was grateful for the opportunity the Ellen Show gave me. It was just a really an intense experience, and it was definitely a rude awakening of what show business is. And so, you know, I've had a successful career, but there's a lot of times that I've looked back that I just wish I enjoyed more of those times. I'm working on enjoying more of my life now and just enjoying creating. I wanted to put out this video today because I want you guys to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. For me as a creator is just kind of learning how to manage my inner critic, because that voice is really the thing that has held me back from creating more over this last decade. Thank you for listening to me. If you're interested in learning more from me, I've started a music mentorship program. It's still in beta and only a few people are a part of it, but you can sign up with the link in my description. You're so wonderful. Thank you for being a part of this community.